Good evening and welcome to the August 19th, 2015 Town Board meeting, and I'll officially call the meeting to order. Tonight we have Rajan from Troop 9 that is with us working on his merit badge citizenship in our community. And Rajan, if you would please lead us in the pledge tonight.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And Rajan, if you need a sign off or a copy of the agenda for tonight's meeting to take back to your troop, I'd ask that you please see Mrs. Steckloff and she'll be able to help you. All right? Very good. Thank you, and thank you again. I'd ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Cole.
Here.
LaFountain.
Here.
Metzler.
Here.
Moore is absent. Quinn.
Here.
Right, let's start with our communications and announcements, and I'll start with Rob Quinn tonight, please.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, everyone. Recently, the Penfield Recreation Department and its wellness partner, Wegmans, completed the installation of a QR Fit Trail system along the paved trail in Rothfuss Park on 5 Mile Line Road. The QR Fit Trail is a series of signposts featuring QR codes that link to workout instructions and more than 150 instructional videos for core, upper and lower body, and flexibility workouts. The system works directly with users' smartphones. Penfield is the first town in the area to install this innovative outdoor fitness system. To learn more about the QR Fit Trail, please visit www.qrfittrail.com. And second, the Monroe County Sheriff's deputies are warning residents about a scam. Deputies say a letter appearing to be from Publishers Clearinghouse is from scammers. They say the numbers do not belong to Publishers Clearinghouse, so please be aware. If you've received a letter like this, you are asked to call the Sheriff's Department at 585-753-4178. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. Mrs. Smith?
Thank you. Gather with Town Historian Kathy Knauer and the Penfield Trails Committee folks to find out more about the life and accomplishments of Daniel Penfield, our town founder, during a free public hike at Channing Philbrook Park. The hike will take place on Saturday, September 12th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Meet at the pavilion and look for the hike signs. While the hike is free, participants are encouraged to pre-register by contacting the Penfield Recreation Department at 340-8655. In an event coming up this Saturday, August 22nd, the Penfield Recreation Department is holding a new event this summer called the Tour de Farm. This is a cycling event that features different routes. The event will take place this Saturday. The ride will start at Woody Acres and continue through East Penfield Farm Country and end back at Woody Acres Farm, located at 1530 Harris Road. The routes consist of a family ride of 6 miles, a leisurely cruise of 20 miles, and the Cycling Express of 25 miles. Registration fee will be $15 for each rider. Children with parents are free. For more information and to register for this event, visit penfieldrec.org. That's all I have for this evening.
Great, thank you. A couple of items. Today, County Executive Maggie Brooks announced that Ellison Park will host the Rolling Thunder, the food truck wonder. This coming Saturday from 11:30 to 6 p.m., 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Family-friendly event. We'll bring in 19 different food trucks, and it should be a great time. So if you're looking for something different to do, come to Ellison Park and partake in Rolling Thunder, the food truck wonder. Also, the town offices will be closed on September 7th. That's Monday, September 7th, in observance of Labor Day. Also note that the Penfield Library will be closed the entire weekend, starting on Saturday the 5th and running through Monday the 7th. For any additional information, please visit penfield.org. I'd like to give just a quick shout out to our Family First Penfield 5K. This will be our 13th annual race that will be held September 27th. And it will start at 9 a.m. at the Penfield Community Center. This registration is now open, so I would encourage everyone to go in. And the early bird rate is $20 per runner. And if you wait right up until the day of the race, it's $25. You'll get a free T-shirt. There's $1,000 in prizes that will be awarded. And we always like to recognize and thank our sponsors, Family First Federal Credit Union, Eastside YMCA, Nalgene, Genesee Valley Physical Therapy and Sports Rehabilitation, and of course the town of Penfield. And again, please log on to our website for more details, or you can contact the rec department at 340-8655, option 6. And my last item is also to have you mark your calendars for the annual Tasting the Blues. That's on September 19th right here at our amphitheater. It's from noon to 4 p.m. Features food concessions, Dundee samples, chili judging, and music by Steve Grills and the Roadmasters. Always a good time, and I've got the Pride of Penfield chili starting to bubble on the stove to get ready for that.
Wow. Okay, I have 3 announcements. The 2015 Fall Penfield brochure is now available online. Also, check your mailbox for the hard copy edition that's just recently been mailed. Registration begins September 8th. Sign up online at penfieldrec.org. Also, the Penfield Public Library will be holding their 39th annual Penfield Used Book Sale, September 15th through September 19th at the Penfield Community Center. The book sale is the major fundraiser of the Friends of the Public Library. The money will be enables the library to fund special equipment and services. The quality of the merchandise and the degree of the categorization makes this book sale famous throughout Monroe County. For specific times and detailed information about the book sale, please visit their website at penfieldlibrary.org. And my last announcement is that my next community chat, September 15th, from 5:30 to 7 in the new book area at the library, if you'd like to come and visit me. Thank you.
Linda. So we'll take us to public participation. There are 3 opportunities, or 3 ways that you can participate. There are 2 opportunities here at the beginning of the meeting and again at the end of the meeting. If you're in the audience, you can address the board on any matter. If you're at home, you can call in at 340-8771, or you can log on at penfield.org. And I see that our friend Ed Lindskog is in the audience. Welcome, Ed. And give us an update on.
I always try to liven up your meeting a little bit.
That's perfect. We're glad to have you.
We're promoting fitness at the Legacy, and it has come to my attention that there's several small pieces of sidewalk that are missing that makes it difficult for people with wheelchairs and walkers and people like me with one leg to get around. I had a conversation with Amy before, and I've also talked to Mark Valentine and Zach, but I didn't get a response from anybody, so I'm sure we can find some money to fix up the area around at least the Legacy. So
Is that on the Legacy itself? Is that
no, it's on public property. It's on Willow Pond Way.
On the Willow Pond Way?
Yes.
Ed? Got it.
There's three places on Willow Pond Way. One on the north-south road and 2 on the east-west road that runs in front of the
facility,
I live
the actual
at.
facility.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay.
There's more sidewalk missing, but those 3 little pieces would help immensely.
Just, and those are just the existing sidewalk that are broken up, or?
No, there's no sidewalk there.
Oh, no sidewalk there.
There's no designated crosswalks on Willow Pond Way, and as a result, there's no receptor on some side. There's a spur that comes out on one side, but there's nothing on the other side of the road to pick it up.
Okay,
So if you did want to cross the road there, you'd have to walk on the grass.
got it. Okay.
Thank you.
And you did talk to Mark Valentine?
I did talk to Mark. I've talked to Mark a couple of times, and I talked to Zach, and I talked to Amy tonight, and she wrote a note. She's going to talk to Mark, so
Okay.
we'll see if we can't get a little action.
Very good. Well, we talked about it at work session. We talked about sidewalks in general at our last work session, and Mark was laying out those new sidewalks, and then he also had a piece in there for, what I'll call some maintenance and repair, and we'll certainly take a look and see if there's something that we might be able to do. I'm not going to promise, but we'll certainly take a look at it.
Maybe next year.
Okay. It's always next year. All right. Anyone else in the audience who would like to address the board on any matter? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to additions and deletions. I'll recognize Councilman Quinn.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. 2 additions to this evening's agenda, resolutions 15T-154 and 15T-155.
Great, thank you. And we'll cover those when we go through after our normal resolutions by function. We have the July 15th, 2015 minutes in our hands, and I would entertain a motion of approval for those minutes.
I move that the minutes of July 15th be approved.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
4 ayes.
Petitions. Has the board, town clerk, town attorney received any petitions since our last get-together?
No.
Okay, and we'll move on to resolutions by function, starting with law and finance, please.
Authorization for supervisors to sign a license and hold harmless agreement to allow a portion of a driveway within a drainage easement at 91 Triple Diamond Way.
So moved.
Second.
Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Penfield hereby authorizes the Supervisor to sign a license and hold harmless agreement with Scott Rice, the owner of the property at 91 Triple Diamond Way, to permit a portion of a driveway expansion to encroach into a drainage easement to the Town of Penfield located at 91 Triple Diamond Way.
Okay, thank you. Discussion on this? Seeing none, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
4 ayes. Authorization for supervisor to sign a license and hold harmless agreement to allow a fence within a drainage easement and a utility easement at 9 Shadow Vale Drive.
So moved.
Second.
Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Penfield hereby authorizes the Supervisor to sign a license and hold harmless agreement with David Mace, the owner of the property at 9 Shadow Vale Drive, to permit a portion of a fence to encroach into a drainage and utility easement to the Town of Penfield located at 9 Shadow Vale Drive.
Great, thank you. Discussion. Seeing no discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
4 ayes. Approval of out-of-district user status for the property located at 1445 Jackson Road.
So moved.
Second.
Whereas Michelle Gibbs, owner of property located at 1445 Jackson Road in the Town of Penfield, has requested out-of-district user status for sanitary sewer service in a letter dated August 7th, 2015. And whereas this parcel is not presently within a sanitary sewer district or extension thereof. Now therefore be it resolved that an agreement, as provided in the Town Board's Resolution Number 83 of 1982, be executed between said property owners and the Town Board of the Town of Penfield, providing for out-of-district user status for the property located at 1445 Jackson Road.
Thank you. Further discussion? Seeing none, a roll call vote.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
4 ayes. Authorizing supervisor to sign utility easement to the Rochester Gas and Electric Corporation to allow a utilities to be installed across a portion of Shuffleburger Park at 1820 Penfield Road to provide utility service to 2107, 2111 5 Mile Line Road.
So moved.
Second.
Whereas the Rochester Gas and Electric Corporation has requested that the Town Board grant it a utility easement across a portion of the Shuffleburger Park property to provide utilities to the new Mark's Pizzeria currently under construction. And whereas the town staff has reviewed the proposed easement location and has determined that this will have no adverse impact to Shuffleburger Park or its use. And whereas the town staff has recommended to the Town Board the granting of the proposed utility easement. And whereas the Penfield Town Board is best suited to act as lead agency within the meaning of the State Environmental Quality Review Act, SEQR, and thus does hereby designate itself as lead agency pursuant to SEQR. And be it further resolved that the subject action is determined to be a Type 2 action pursuant to SEQR, and the Town Board has determined that the granting of the utility easement is a ministerial act and will not create an adverse impact to the environment. Now therefore be it resolved that the Supervisor is hereby authorized to sign a utility easement to the Rochester Gas and Electric Corporation to provide property utility service to the property at 2107, 2111 5 Mile Line Road.
Thank you. Further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
4 ayes. Authorization to maintain properties and assess the charges to the 2016 property tax bills.
So moved.
Second.
Whereas on October 2nd, 1996, the town board adopted Article 4-4-28 of the Penfield zoning ordinance entitled Property Maintenance. And whereas the purpose of Article 4-4-28 of the Penfield zoning ordinance is to prevent the gradual encroachment of blight, deterioration, unsightliness, and property devaluation, and to assure that all premises within the town of Penfield are maintained in a manner that will assure the health, safety, and welfare of the general public. And whereas the property owners of 124 Beacon Hills Drive South, 2211 Carter Road, 472 Embry Road, 130 Jewelberry Drive, 12 Pewter Rock, and 1360 Plank Road have failed to maintain the exterior areas at the subject properties, which continues to be a concern for the health, safety, and welfare of the surrounding neighbors. And whereas the town staff has continually requested the property owners to maintain at these locations with no result. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the fire marshal and building, zoning, and code compliance supervisor to have the properties appropriately maintained. And be it further resolved that the town board further authorizes that the cost of said maintenance and any necessary subsequent maintenance during the 2015 season also be charged to the 2016 property tax bill for the subject properties. Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion? Seeing no further discussion, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
4 ayes. Appointment of town comptroller.
So moved.
Second.
Be it resolved that Barbara Chierdo, 47 Northbridge Drive, be appointed Town Controller for a term ending on December 31st, 2015, at an annual salary established by the Town Board.
Thank you. Any discussion? I would just like to make a brief comment. I think we're very fortunate that we've got a long history of having very solid finance direction within the town of Penfield, certainly with Bob Beeden and about 34-plus years that he spent with us. Barbara Chierdo comes to us with more than 20 years of finance experience working in a number of municipalities within Monroe County. And she has stepped in right in the middle of the budget process. And I will say that she has learned a lot about the town in a very short time. And I think the board is starting to see the fruits of those labor. So we welcome Barbara, look forward to working with her, and she'll be a great asset to the Penfield team. Seeing no further discussion, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
4 ayes. Authorization for supervisor to sign service agreement for pre-employment screening.
So moved.
Second.
Be it resolved that the town board authorizes the town supervisor to sign a service agreement for pre-employment screening with Metro Data Services, Inc. through December 31st, 2015. And be it further resolved, said contract is to be reviewed and approved by the town attorney.
Okay, thank you. Further discussion?
No.
And seeing none, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Naming of labor relations consultant to the town of Penfield.
So moved.
Second.
Be it resolved that Harris Beach Attorneys at Law be named Labor Relations Consultant for the town of Penfield. And be it further resolved that the supervisor is authorized to sign a contract with Harris Beach for the town of Penfield for an agreed-upon fee depending on the nature of services rendered through December 31st, 2015, and agreements relating to litigation including but not limited to Town of Penfield versus CSEA.
Okay, thank you. Further discussion? See no further discussion, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization for supervisor to sign recreation contracts.
So moved.
Second.
This resolution authorizes the town supervisor to sign 22 recreation contracts, and they're all dealing with the summer programs, lacrosse camp instructors. There's a lot of those in here. It's all our awesome recreation programs.
Great. Thank you, Linda. Further discussion? Seeing none, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole?
Aye.
LaFountain?
Aye.
Metzler?
Aye.
Moore?
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes.
We'll move on to our next item, which is old business. Is there any old business to come before the board this evening? Okay, seeing none, I would like to ask for just a 2-minute recess, if we could, and just to have a brief conversation with council. So just a 2-minute recess. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We took just a short recess to discuss one of our new business resolutions. And I'm going to, Rob Quinn, who had added these two to the agenda, I'm going to request that Resolution 15T 154, 15T 154, if we would hold that and pull that off the agenda. That pertains to setting public hearing, considering revisions to the Penfield Town Code. We just want to make sure procedurally we have all the right materials to match the resolution, so that we're advertising that properly. So, Mr. Quinn, if you wouldn't mind, I would ask that you please have that withdrawn and held at this time.
I will do so.
Okay, thank you very much. And then with that and the fact that we're now under new business, I would ask our clerk to then read our second new business item. So 15T 154 will be pulled. That's setting a public hearing revisions to the Penfield Town Code. And I'd ask our clerk to read, please read the next resolution.
Authorization for Supervisor to sign the Affordable Care Act compliance agreement with HB Solutions LLC.
So moved.
Second.
Be it resolved that the town board authorizes the town supervisor to sign the Affordable Care Act compliance agreement with HB Solutions to provide onboarding, tracking, and reporting data for calendar year 2015 services, which includes the corresponding IRS reporting which occurs in Q1 of 2016 for compliance with the ACA that was negotiated by and will be paid for by the Finger Lakes Municipal Health Insurance Trust Consortium. Be it further resolved that HB Solutions will contract with the individual members of the consortium to continue services into 2016 and beyond at a cost of $2.75 per employee per month unless the municipality elects to cancel the service. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Is there a second? Oh, excuse me, there was a motion, a second, I
Yes.
apologize. Discussion. I would just like to just make a comment that this allows myself as supervisor to sign the contract, even though the Finger Lakes Municipal Health Insurance Trust is paying for that for this service. We have to release some materials as part of the Affordable Health Care Act, and as part of that, we wanted to make sure we had an agreement tied back for me to release that to HB Solutions, and to make sure that we had that proper trail as we put together this information for the next step of affordable health care, and make sure that as a consortium, we're doing that all together and getting it as right as we can, because there are penalties associated with the Affordable Health Care Act if we don't do it properly. That's why we have rendered the services, and our trust is paying for that portion of the services. Seeing no further discussion, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole?
Aye.
LaFountain?
Aye.
Metzler?
Aye.
Moore?
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Great, thank you. This brings us to our second public participation. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the board on any matter? Okay, seeing none, and there being no further business before the board, the meeting of August 19th, 2015 stands adjourned at 7:36. Thank you for those that participated. Again, thank you to Rajan from Troop 9 leading us in the pledge tonight, and thank you to Penfield TV.